videos on.
Are we good? Hey guys, Kelly here with that hashtag show. I wasn't sure you guys could hear me yet. I just wanted to make sure. Sorry for the delay today, but we are up and running. I'm accompanied by Daniel today. What's up,
Yes,
Daniel?
I am doing great. I am glad to be here. Actually, loved the show.
Yeah.
This is actually really my first time getting to watch an episode and
Of
review
Ninja
it.
Steel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like I got caught up pretty well, and then after that, watching this episode, I'm a Q Ranger guys fan. I'm sorry.
It's been really good. The Q Ranger season's been really
and
good.
This, I'll tell you everything I think about it when we really get into it. But so far, I can't poop on this. I cannot poop on this. I'm sorry. People expected me to.
It was
a
really good episode.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say what's up to everyone in the chat. I see we've got Kat, Renelle, Carlos, Ryan, Edward Sanchez, what's up? Money in the Bank, tons of people, Tiffany, everyone, what's up? Hello,
Wow.
welcome. Today we are talking about episode Fusion Family. I forgot what number it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Family Fusion, Fusion Family, episode 7, I'm told.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
12?
Sorry, guys. We cover a lot of
Sorry.
Power Rangers. I get confused. But I know that
there's
it was
so much.
Family Fusion or Fusion Family. But before we jump into Ninja Steel, we do have some Power Ranger news for you guys. Daniel, you want to take
That's
us
right.
into
Well,
that?
this week, of course, this week, yeah, so we're still in it. This week was, Power Ranger turns 24. So that's
24
big.
years
24
old.
years old. Like, you think about it. 24 years ago, there I was, turning on the television, wondering, hey, what's on? What's going to be good? And then I start to see people jumping across my screen, fighting, and this guy in funny enough, a red suit gets, like, hit across the chest, sparks come out, and he falls over. I don't know what I'm watching, but at this moment, I'm in.
Everyone had a crush on the Pink Ranger.
Yes! Oh, my gosh.
Everyone wanted to be the Red Ranger.
Wow, 24
You wanted to be the Red
years
Ranger?
ago. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, yeah.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank
Super
you,
cool.
thank you. I
dig
appreciate it. I
I'm a newfound Green Ranger fan, though, so sorry, JD, back there.
Aw.
After
Okay.
rewatching the Red Ranger wrap-up, I forgot how charming the Green Ranger was, so now
How could you forget how charming
because I
Tommy
watched
is?
it when I was a kid. I hadn't come back to it until recently. Like,
True.
it'd been so long, and so I forgot all these little details.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely on Team Green. But let's jump right into. Oh no, we have one more news.
Oh yeah, well, interesting enough. If you
Before
guys
jumping in.
aren't checking out anything or aren't reading anything right now, I definitely suggest checking out Boom's new Go-Go Power Rangers. They just came out with issue 2. Now, this takes place before Power Rangers that Boom is already doing right now. I know you guys already know about that story, which is pretty good. But Go-Go Power Rangers is just like right after they get their power, so there's no Tommy as of yet. Well, there won't be in this one because it's like 2 concurrent kind of timelines. What happened before, what happened after. So with it, it's really good. They focus more on the characters. It's like a character study more than anything else. Like, they choose not to focus on like even the fights and the clashes that are happening. What they're choosing to focus on is what happens after, how it affects the Rangers, the fights, every fight, and all these things. It's pretty cool. They introduced this new guy named Matthew. And he's dating Kimberly, and the big thing about that is, well, he's not there later. We already know that because we're running in canon.
Yeah.
So we know that he's not there later. All I'm saying is possibly there's going to be a tragic end for him. And that's like, geez, if that's the case, like, man, now to think and watch Rangers and see where they're going after, you're like, man. So at some point, because they're trying to introduce him, and Boom Studios is looking to make everything that they make canon in some way.
Yeah.
So that means that, hey, there was a Ranger, or not a Ranger, but a friend of, and he dies. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's for sure, but that's my speculation. We're only on issue number 2. It's a really good read. Pick it up. I would definitely suggest kind of expanding what you're reading as far as Power Rangers and get the Go-Go Power Rangers from Boom Studios. It's really, really good.
Yes. Yes.
Really good.
And the cover looks awesome too.
Oh yeah, come on, man.
It was a good cover.
Oh god.
At least the cover that I saw, because I'm sure there's probably variants.
Yeah, there are variants. There are variants. But the artwork is actually pretty good, and the writing is amazing. I definitely suggest picking it up. But that's enough with the news. You want to get right to it?
Yes, let's jump into Ninja Steel. I do want to shout out to Dredzer, who's in the chat. Thanks for the compliment on my shirt. And he's stating that they have a booth at Long Beach Comic Con. I believe this is by Vicious Kill.
Yeah.
So if you want one and you're at Long Beach Comic Con this weekend, you can get one of your own. We have our own special hashtag version, as well as Mission Brewery, because we had our Comic Con after party there. Right. If you could pull up the chat so I can pull up my notes, I would greatly appreciate that. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Now, jumping into Ninja Steel, Family Fusion. Now, last episode, we kind of left off on that little cliffhanger. I'm going to call it a cliffhanger. Where Brody meets his brother. And some of us didn't think it was really his brother. So, enter the beginning of this episode. Ripcon is meeting someone suspicious in a warehouse. And guess who it is? It's this guy who claims to be Brody's brother.
Yeah.
And he's acting a little strange. Maybe a little robotic? Maybe? Yeah? Something's up, and he wants to betray the Power Rangers, and he's telling Ripcon, he actually works for the lady, which I forgot her name, but it's written in here somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Madame Odious. He actually is working for Madame Odious, but he's claiming to work with Ripcon on taking down the Power Rangers and basically making him the fall guy in case this goes wrong. So he's like, I want to take him down, but I'm going to pretend to work with you just in case this doesn't work out, and then you get the blame. So then back...
Which is smart.
Which is smart. Yeah, you know, Madame Odious knows what's up. So then back at the high school, we find out a talent show is going on, and Brody and his brother Aiden are planning on doing a duo talent guitar, like a song that their dad taught them.
Yeah.
So the family song, which is cool. Victor and Monty appear, and they... I guess Victor wanted to do bull wrestling. What's it called? Bull fighting? Thanks. I don't know. You don't actually fight the bull, though. I guess you do. You just stab it in that, right? It's kind of morbid.
Yeah, they do.
Isn't it kind of morbid? And then they eat the bull after?
Yeah, well, I hope they do.
A matador. He's basically dressed up as a matador, and they're like, I can't believe they won't let me bring a bull into the school.
I'm like, what?
Which Monty actually says that. But so then they kind of look over, and Preston's doing this pretty legit magic trick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Legit.
Okay.
Making the hat float because he actually has real magic.
Yeah.
And Victor and Monty are like, let's do that. So somehow Preston's locker doesn't close all the way, making it convenient for Victor to come and steal his hat. And he gets sucked inside along with Monty, which I was kind of bummed because I was hoping there was going to be more of them in this episode. But they get sucked in and encounter a giant rabbit and are freaking out.
Yeah. I really did expect a little bit more. Like, I was like, okay, let's get my Bulk and Skull moment here. Let me focus on them really a lot.
What do you think about Victor and Monty so far?
Actually, I dig them. I mean, we need that kind of foil when it comes to our protagonists. Like, we need someone that's kind of... At moments you're annoyed with them, but at other moments you're like, come on, that was funny. Oh, all right, I like them a little bit, and I do. I like them. They're a good duo. You know, one's the leader, the other one's the lackey, and it works out well. Yeah. You know, so.
And then we cut to Ripcon attacking town. He's just on the streets attacking people, and so they alert the Rangers. Mick actually shows up, which we haven't seen Mick in a long time. He's kind of like their Zordon.
Yeah.
A little bit for this season, but he's not as vital as Zordon was. I think that they kind of like, he's not in every episode as much. They kind of throw him in here or there, but he's basically their mentor. But he tells the Rangers like, oh, well, I've been working on something that might actually help us. I've been working on the Ninja Fusion Star, which is supposed to harness everyone's power. Ooh. But there's always been something missing. And so Levi's like, oh, well, you can use my gold star and then see if that works. And so where am I at? My notes. They all separate to kind of prepare for this battle, and Aiden follows Brody, knowing that they're gonna fight someone, and finds out where their base is. So sketchy Aiden.
Sketchy
like,
Aiden.
He's like, that's where the base is.
Red-eyed Aiden.
Yeah, red-eyed Aiden. He's like, that's where the base is. Like, it's been here all along. How could I have been so stupid and not realize all these students are hanging out in the mechanic shop all the time.
Like, yeah.
But now that's going on. That trouble is happening, and then the Red Ranger and the Blue Ranger are battling Ripcon, and it's pretty cool kind of seeing Preston come to Brody's aid. Because there's like this whole family thing, and Brody's kind of relying more on Aiden, like, oh, he's my blood brother, like, he's my family. But I liked this moment because Preston, like, coming to him help, he's like, he's his family. Like, you know, they have this connection.
Oh my God, I get it.
So it was nice to kind of see that, like, it wasn't announced, but to me, I was like, yeah, see, that's his family. Like, the Power Ranger is his family. He doesn't need to rely on this fake Aiden all the time. So Preston comes to the rescue, and they have the awesome dual element blast, which they perform, and Levi adds his gold star to the ninja, the fusion. To the fusion to actually activate it. It actually works. Mick's like, oh my goodness, it's created, finally.
And Mick knew what he was doing, man. I'm telling you, Mick knew.
And my favorite part is actually when Levi goes outside and he's like, hey, Brody, and he just like throws it into the sky.
He's a ninja, okay?
They're like, not even near each other.
But they know how to do things.
Yeah,
and then the star itself has, like, you know...
Power Ranger logic.
Power Ranger logic.
It has a mind of its own. It floats to him. Yeah. But I'd feel a little nervous just throwing it in the sky and assuming that it would make its way to Brody. What if the bad guys intercept it?
Come on. Bad guys aren't that good. Like, everyone knows that.
But still, you know, I was like,
they're treating their life like it's a TV show. So
how's the chat doing? Anyone?
Well, right now, some people are like, oh, I called Robo Aiden. I knew it.
Yes.
Robo Aiden sounds like Robo Knight.
Fake
I like
Aiden.
that. That's a good point.
Robo Knight, I do like
Fake
that.
Fake Aiden, right? I think we should call him Faden.
Faden. That's his new name for the next recap.
Or Raiden for Robo Aiden, or, you know,
Fake Aiden. Fake Aiden. Hashtag Fake Aiden.
Yeah.
So we jump back to Levi throwing the Ninja Fusion Star, and Brody catches it. He actually gets it. No one intercepts it. Everything's fine. And then we jump back to Aiden actually entering the base, and he zaps Mick, and he zaps Redbot.
Yeah.
And Levi enters, and then he tries to attack Levi too.
Oh, definitely.
So Levi right away knows what's going on. Like, why is Aiden, fake Aiden, attacking the base and walking away with the trophy full of ninja steel?
Really?
How could this happen? And so they fight. We had commercial, so we had to come back from the commercial, obviously, but back from the cliffhanger, and they're fighting. And then we go back to Brody, who actually, and this was a really cool scene with the new, like, weapon. I'm gonna call it a Ninja Fusion Star weapon. It's a weapon, right?
Yeah.
Or is it just a star? Is it a morpher?
What do you guys think? Is it a star weapon?
So the new star.
Okay.
He's got the new star, and then it's really cool because he inserts it under the sword, and he does the Ninja Fusion Fury final attack, and is actually able to block Ripcon's attack. And so he's got like this like cool shield, which is pretty awesome. It seems like a super powerful star, which makes sense because it's combined all of the Power Rangers' powers. And then my favorite part is that it attacked back with the blue and red sword, and then shot like all of the swords at Ripcon.
Okay, Oscar,
it was cool.
Oscar Lopez said earlier. Let me see. Did he? Yeah, I have to go back over it. He was like, yeah, the fusion effects on Brody's sword was like pretty awesome. Definitely agree with you. Like, it was amazing.
A highlight.
Now, I gotta say, the thing is, what I'm noticing with this season, a lot of the in-suit like fighting and everything is American footage.
Yeah.
And how much do I love that? Like, that's the thing why I love Cure Ranger, because it's like, all right, it's shot now and it's done now. We're applying it now, you know. And so Ninja Steel, it's like, okay, yes, the Zord fights weren't, but I'm okay with the Zord fights not being like, hey, we shot them here. But the in-suit fighting that we saw when it's actually shot here, it's so much better. Like, it's fluent the way they're moving, and they know what they're gonna do, and it's great. That quality just goes up for me, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Oh man. It steps above and beyond for like a lot of stuff from before, so I love it so much.
I agree. I liked it. The star was super cool, and I liked how it kind of combined everyone's blades. It was a super cool move. Back to Levi and Aiden, fake Aiden's fight. Aiden is trying to zap Levi, and Levi is a bit of a better fighter than Mick and Redbot. So fake Aiden's not not successful. And Levi actually is able to dodge a shot which ricochets back into Faye Aiden, revealing that he is a bot cyborg. He is a part cyborg.
He's an android.
And so Levi's just like, why are you doing this to your brother? And he's basically like, Brody's not my brother.
Yeah, I don't have a brother.
If it wasn't clear at this point, I'm evil. So, mind blown, even though we knew it from the beginning.
Come on.
So he admits he's not Brody's brother, and then the rest of the Rangers come to the rescue and witness that he's actually a cyborg. And upon attacking, they used, I forgot what weapon they used, but it was basically everyone but Brody, because I feel like Brody still didn't get it, but everyone attacks fake Aiden, destroying him, and upon destroying him, this flow comes into Levi.
I called it just a data download.
Yeah,
upload. He was like, and just gave all his info right into him. It was.
We could tell memories are getting put back into Levi, and our suspicions throughout the season are kind of getting answered. We basically suspected Levi was Aiden, and it kind of looks like that's coming true. And so back to the bad guy's base. What's the main bad guy called? Galvanax. I don't know why I forgot that. He's like the main dude. Yeah. Galvanax is pissed at Ripcon. Can I say pissed? That's not a cuss word, right? He is pretty dang upset at Ripcon. And
the language.
Darn. And Madame Odious is basically like, I don't know what this is about. This was all Ripcon's idea. How could you mess up so badly?
Oh my god, I can't believe that. Like, she literally passed the buck. I had no idea this was happening.
But we know. We know what's up. We know Madame Odious ain't full of no fools. Nope. She is bad, and she basically puts all the blame on Ripcon, and they're like, Ripcon, how could you do this? That's it. You're getting gigantified. Like, get out there. So then before he gets gigantified, Brody's upset. We have to go back to his feelings. It's back to his part where Brody is kind of like, how could this be? Like, he knew my father's song. Like, I don't understand what happened when he just knew so much about me and my father.
Yeah, he only knew what you shared, man. He just uploaded everything.
Dealing with his emotions, but once they realize Ripcon has been gigantified and is attacking the city, they're like, all right, we got to do our battle. So the Rangers enter the Megazord, and Levi performs a super awesome Bull Rider Megazord Rodeo Rapid Blast, which I love his country theme.
Say it again.
What was that? I wrote it down because I can't remember. Bull Rider Megazord Rodeo Rapid Blast.
Oh my god! I just love that.
Instead, he actually goes Bull Rider Megazord, and then he pauses, and then he does like the Rodeo Rapid Blast. So I guess it's two things.
It's two things, but still.
But it was one awesome attack. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, that's right. Maybe been two things, but one awesome attack. I love it.
But upon attacking the minions, then the minions like don't get destroyed, and they turn into like some bone sword, which is also kind of cool. Like, I'm like, man, those bad guys have a pretty awesome weapon. And then the Brody has to use the Ninja Fusion, something of the name that I can't remember because my phone autocorrected it, so that's not correct.
Yeah, sorry.
But it was Zord. I think it was Zord. The Ninja Fusion Zord would actually combine both of the Zords together, which was real freaking cool.
Yeah.
I dug that. That was super awesome to create one like giant Megazord. I don't know what Levi's Gold Megazord, the Gold Ranger's Megazord, is actually called. Is it just called anything special? Is it just a Megazord? The Bull Rider Zord? Okay. Megazord.
That's about right.
But that was pretty awesome when they combined both the Megazords, and then Levi appears inside the cockpit. It's called a cockpit, right? I don't know.
Still a cockpit.
Appears inside the cockpit next to Brody because they're brothers, even though that's not confirmed yet. Like, basically,
not at that
family.
moment yet.
Hashtag family. That's what this is all about.
Hey,
so then Levi gets an awesome spot next to Brody, and they perform the Ninja Master Blade, which is basically a chainsaw thingy, and it's super cool, and all of the Rangers have to do the same fusion attacks. They all do it at the same time.
That was cool.
To defeat the enemy, which was super awesome. I love this. This was cool. Let me know in the chat what you guys thought of this fight scene, because this was probably one of the best of the whole season. Ninja Steel.
Definitely.
This was great. I loved the Megazord combination.
Oh man, like yeah, it was like wait, two already like
Yeah.
Megazords on their own, and then you combined again.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Right?
I'm in.
Right.
Hey, you know what? Bigger, better, more explosions, better fight.
stuff.
I'm in for it. I'm in for it.
So that was super awesome. I loved it. Bringing Levi into the cockpit was super cool.
Hashtag chainsword.
Hashtag chainsword.
Yeah,
I love
that.
it. I like the
I love
chainsword,
it.
even though
But,
it
yeah.
does look like a chainsaw. I guess
Yeah,
it looks like a
well,
chainsword.
But it's a sword.
That's
why
what it is.
it's chainsword.
And it actually made like the like noise. Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh. Oh, someone's gonna die.
And I love how they really emphasize on the Rangers having to work together, all of them performing their ninja sword fusion attack at the same time to make the two Megazords perform it. Like, it was super cool.
Oh,
I dug it. It was awesome.
We got the Krillin picture from Frankenstein's.
Frankenstein's. We have a
Yeah.
place. All of them were from Frankenstein's, and we are hoping to get more to fill in the gaps, which we
Yeah, I don't think you
hopefully
guys
don't
can see.
see.
Yeah, I don't think you guys can see. Thank you. We appreciate it. People are commenting if they like the background. We like it too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, to put an ending to this episode, we're back at the talent show where Preston is doing his awesome magic trick, but instead pulls Monty and Victor out of the hat.
God.
And the bunny. The bunny comes out
Yeah,
too.
it's just like first he pulls. It was Monty he pulls out first, or
He pulled out Monty first. Monty's
Okay,
like,
yeah.
no, Victor's still in there.
Yeah.
And then they pulled the rabbit and they're
Oh
like,
my
no,
God.
run away. Like in Monty Python. But
it's good.
I would be stoked if I saw a giant bunny. Bunnies
Seriously.
are freaking adorable.
Seriously.
I would ride that bunny
Oh,
to battle.
man. Now-
That'd be my new best friend. I want a giant
Can we
bunny.
say just for one moment how like I know Peter and Yoshi aren't twins, but when they smile, dear goodness, are they not
They
twins?
could be twins.
Like
I mean,
seriously,
they're brothers,
that's-
but
yeah, they're brothers. But that
they could be
smile,
twins.
you're looking at them like you guys have the exact same smile. It's not like oh, I try to emulate. No, they have the exact same smile, and you're like, wait a minute, you're Yoshi. Like if they just wore hats and kind of covered the difference in hair and everything, you'd be like, you
So,
don't know who's who when you smile.
fun fact, when we had Peter on the show, he had actually mentioned how he decided to kind of insert little Easter eggs into his scenes where he's performing like past... they're like moves where past Rangers kind of did them, and he was just like in the background he'd kind of be like doing it, and like the Coda move or something like that.
Oh,
so he
no
actually
way.
threw in one of his brother's moves when he like was protecting the other Rangers or whatever. So it was really cool to see him actually like throw in a little reference to his brother.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool.
So I liked it. I enjoyed it. Which
geez.
I actually didn't. I wouldn't have really picked up on it myself watching
No,
the other episodes
no.
because I haven't seen all the seasons. So the small things like I wouldn't have completely noticed.
Yeah.
But knowing that he did that is awesome, and I really do love Peter's passion for Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Because
it's pure.
not every
honest.
Ranger knows a ton about the past Power Ranger lore.
Yeah,
And,
they
I
may
mean,
know
they're
about-
not necessarily
they may-
expected to. It's totally fine. I mean, they embrace their Ranger, and that's awesome, and that itself is super cool. But Peter himself, like, embraces Power Rangers and everything about Power Rangers, and
Dude,
tried
yeah.
to do his best to insert that stuff
Due to
into
the
it.
fan, like
Yeah.
a literal fan.
Yeah.
While other people are like, "Hey, I don't know, I'm a fan too," which they are.
Yeah.
But you're not a fanatic, I
Yeah.
guess, and that's where it is. That's where that line is drawn. He's a big fan. It's still cool to
It's
know
cool.
that it's cool for me to know that he loves the fact that he's on it. Like you guys have no idea how big this is to be on this. Like for him, it's
Yeah.
just it's huge. You know, that's a cool thing to have a Ranger that still they'll fan out just as hard as you guys do
Yeah.
for particular things concerning Power Rangers. That is cool.
Yep. So back to the talent show. Because we have not yet confirmed who Brody's brother is officially in words.
Yeah.
But
So there's a guitar. So
but yeah, so Brody, he's like, well, I gotta perform this song by myself on stage, and he's singing this song that his dad. It's like about family. It's a family song, and he's singing it, and then Levi's like, oh man, I'm not feeling so good, so he goes off into the hallways and he's like sweating. He's like, I don't feel great. And he's getting more flashes of his memories and like what happened. And so we got actually confirmed that He's the brother. He comes on stage, sings a song with Brody. They have a realization, and then they're all by the campfire singing that song together. I mean, they do admit, like, oh, well, how are we going to explain this to everyone? And they're like, we don't. Let's just leave it as is. And I'm like, cool, awesome. But then they all sing the song together, further, like, reinforcing that image that all the Power Rangers are family.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all
that's
family.
Exactly. Oh,
that's awesome.
Just to kind of jump in here, guys, because the chat is blowing up. You guys are just, like... So much conversation is happening.
Love it.
And sometimes it's hard for us to be able to catch up on everything.
It is.
So if you want to make sure that your comment kind of gets pushed up above the super chat, you'll see the super chat S there. Just simply click on it and, follow the instructions. And you'll be able to, well, make sure that your comment gets above everyone else's so we're able to see it. And when you do use the super chat, everything that you guys do, everything that you guys choose to give goes right back into the show, so we can make it as great as it is. Hence, you see the background looking pretty good.
Maybe we can throw some more Rangers up there.
Exactly. The parties that we host that you guys are able to get into and everything like that, it all goes towards that. So just do what you can if you need to. Use the super chat. It's a good feature. But anyway, you were saying.
Well, I really enjoyed this episode, so I personally would give this 5 out of 5 ninja stars because this was a great episode.
Woo!
My favorite part was mostly because the two Megazords fused.
Okay. I'll give it a 5 out of 5. There are almost some tears.
Yeah.
No joke. Yeah. There are almost some tears.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I feeling so emotional? This is my first time watching the show. And I really was like, it's really good if I cry right now. Like, I just wanted to cry. It was great to know, like, oh my gosh, my brother, and and everything like that. So yeah. I was catching a lot of feels, heavy feels.
I mean, it does seem like a lot of people are giving it 5 out of 5 because this was a. Oh my goodness, look at my chat. Because it was a great episode. It was a really good episode.
Yeah, I mean, dude, come on. It was a good episode in every way.
Carlos gives it 0.5 out of 5. Edward gives it 5 out of 5. Pink Panda gives it 5 out of 5. Lucius Crucian says 4.9 out of 5. We've got Tiffany 5 out of 5. Robin 5 out of 5. Kat gives it 5 out of 5. Ronell gives it 5 out of 5. And Ryan 5 out of 5. Money in the Bank 5 out of 5. Hands down. Oh, Carlos still 1 out of 5. So Carlos is apparently a hater on this episode.
Yeah, I mean,
he was not
Carlos,
impressed.
Do you not like family reuniting or like people singing songs?
I can just imagine Shadowbird 5 out of 5. Although Aiden was predictable, 5 out of 5. Team Honey Badger 5 out of 5. Adrian 5.5 or maybe 5 out of 5. I'm not sure. Right. Pink Panda, if she could, 20 out of 5. So, I can just imagine Carlos sitting there giving the unimpressed,
Oh my god, You're like,
not
hey,
impressed.
Yeah, hey, check it out. This is pretty good.
Would she get silver medal?
Yeah, oh my god, that's it. That meme is still so great to me. I still love it.
Still use it all the time.
But honestly, yeah, that's you. I can see that's what's happening, Carlos. Is that the deal, Carlos, where you're just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just not a fan of this. This is horrible. I don't like the fact that, there was some pretty cool
I don't like family.
Yeah, I hate family. I mean, dude, even the fighting was good in this one when he's running on the wall.
Yeah.
Come on. How do you just not like,
the Ninja Fusion star.
Yes.
Let's see. Christian Durst, 5 out of 5. One Man Sentai, 6 out of 5. Oh, Carlos says, Danielle, it's just that I don't have cable and dislike that they showed on cable. But that's not about the episode.
Okay, all right, that's understandable.
1 out of 5 for cable, not Ninja Steel.
I hate cable. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, which I don't. I love it. But just say that. Say, you know what, Nickelodeon, you're evil. But
1 out of 5 for Nickelodeon, but Ninja Steel, 5 out of 5.
Exactly, that's how it works. Don't worry, man. You can catch it on different outlets.
Yeah, Nick.com. I think you can catch the episode on Nick.com.
Oh, there you go. See?
I think Kat recommended it. Moving on to our comments, which, oh my goodness, peeps, what the heck were you guys thinking?
Seriously, guys,
you guys loved the last episode.
Reading is fundamental, but my gosh, guys, you put.
We got a lot to say, and there's only 2 of us, so we're gonna bring my
Zoom.
water close by.
Yeah, right. I was gonna ask, can I get some water or something? Someone. Dear God. Woo. Or maybe some soda. Like, there's a cup and there's cola. You just pour in it. Okay.
All right. So, for the comments from August 26th, I will start off because there's plenty to share between the two of us.
Yeah.
Shadowbird084, what's up? I know you're in the chat. Amazing wrap-up as always. Dope shirts as always. And we all know that Levi is the real Aiden. That's right, we predicted it head on. Remember the Gold Ranger reveal? Levi has amnesia. That is a great point. Anyways, can't wait for the next episode. Hashtag the hashtag family, hashtag European Warriors, hashtag dedicated trooper.
Ooh, nice.
Thanks so much,
Nice. Shout out to you. All right, well, Ryan Super 04 Steel Speed Thomas. Ow! So much is said, and I love it. Well,
true.
great Ranger wrap up, Joe and Daryl, Jay Delphin. So can't wait to meet you all at PMC. If I can go, dope shirts as always. Great, it's perfect. Let me take a little.
That water for all this reading.
All right. Let's still keep going here. Hold on. All right. Well, I give the episode a 4, and because it was pretty good, it was a pretty good episode. It was epic. I believe fake Aiden would be really. Oh wow! See, look at that. All right, I believe Faden could be really him.
Could really be him.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, now we see it's different, but okay. I'm going to give him a chance. If it's not him, it could be like a monster or something under a spell. What will you guys do if
you under a spell by a monster?
Yeah. If you were under a spell by a monster. Jeez.
If I was under a spell by a monster, I think that I could truly rely on my friends to help break that spell. I think that they would know. Like, I wouldn't be able to do anything because I'm under the spell. But I believe that my friends would understand that I'm acting weird or different and then break that spell. I'm confident in that. I'm very confident in that.
I think my friends would just not care.
Carlos does mention that we don't have Joe or JD on the show to help read comments. Joe is not available today.
Yes, unfortunately.
JD never comes on to read comments.
Yeah, JD never comes on to read comments.
JD, can you read? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No. Well, he doesn't have to. I'm a producer. I have people read for me, and that's it. And I mean, I don't.
Oh, Braille. You read
Braille. He's a speed reader when it comes to Braille. He's like, I got the whole thing.
I'm just kidding. JD's an amazing reader. He's great at it. Sorry, but what would you do under the spell?
I don't know. Whatever they told me to do because I'm under the spell. I guess that's it. I don't know.
World.
I'm sorry, Ryan. That's all I don't know. Everybody's dead. Oh wait. No, that's it. So now.
Next up, C-Twin Sentai Class Ground Rainbow Rangers 2018. What's up? The Bulls Black did the same thing on Key Ranger bases.
Yep.
Gem is a boy, Gemma is a girl from RPM. I don't know what any of that means. Apparently it was a season I missed, unfortunately. Yeah.
Accurate. It's pretty accurate.
It is accurate.
Bravo C-Twin Sentai Class Ground Rainbow Rangers 2018. You guys kill me with the names.
Why are you jumping ahead to 2018? What was wrong with 2017?
I used to hate them. Now I can't get enough of them. I'm always like, longer names. All right, well, Craig Anderson. In my opinion, I think the reason Ninja Steel is losing so many viewers is because it feels a little like Dino Charge.
Yeah.
I mean, there hasn't been any episodes in Ninja Steel so far that has made me say, wow, I can't wait to see what happens next. I mean, it seems to me that they haven't been focusing much on the other Rangers, especially the Yellow Ranger. I mean, he's in the background so much, and I can't even remember his name.
It's true. They really don't put him in very much,
Wow.
and I've been upset. What happened?
What's his name?
Give me a moment, because I know it. It's the Yellow Ranger is Calvin. It's Calvin!
Bravo! Well, hold on.
I kind of knew it because he's been in some of the episodes.
Well, I gotta read
Was
these
he
hashtags.
even in this episode?
No, he wasn't. I don't think he was. Oh my god.
Calvin. But I would like to point out before, from the last comment, Shadowbird pointed out from the Gem and Gemma from RPM, gold is a boy and silver is a girl.
Oh.
So,
okay.
thank you,
Right.
Shadowbird. Appreciate that.
Cool.
Continue.
Hashtag Daryl is turboard.
Turboard.
Nice.
Nice.
Turboard. No, but
Turbo.
Turbo Red. Oh, I thought it was turboard. Oh, okay, never mind.
It's turboard. Turboard.
Daryl is, but it could be Turboard, right? I love it.
Turboard. It looks like I thought he was making a joke on Turbo, like Daryl's Turboard of this or something like that.
Daryl is Turbo Red.
Okay,
apologize. Hashtag we miss Kelly.
I'm back.
Hashtag Kelly is bae.
I'm back.
Hashtag Joe's the
Phantom Ranger.
And hashtag give Rangers a chance.
True.
I agree.
Give Rangers
There's
a chance.
a little bit more from Craig. When Aiden first showed up, I didn't know what to think. I did, however, realize that he was evil right away when he asked to see their base. Yeah, I would think so too. I mean, how did they cannot catch that onto that at all? Like,
Hey, I'm your brother. Can I come to your secret base?
Dude, I'm your brother. Can I see your base? What? Am I the only one that kind of feels that this season is so far is Red Ranger based?
Yeah, I mean, you're not the only one, but I feel like it's not anything new because a lot of the seasons favor the Red Ranger, but this one definitely focuses on it a little more, especially since we don't even see the Yellow Ranger at all, ever, which I hear we might change.
Yeah, maybe.
I think we might see Kelvin more later. Because that's his name.
Hey, that's his name, right?
Moving on to Cyril Moore. Nice review, guys. I would love to see a crossover with Power Rangers Ninja Steel and MMPR Season 3, specifically. Who is your favorite Red Ranger between Tommy and Jason and Scott from RPM and Jack from Power Rangers SPD? They should have Rocky as the Red Ninja Ranger in the new Power Rangers game. Unfortunately, we got asked this question, and we have not seen very much Power Rangers.
Exactly.
We are the worst people to ask. So, based on names, I'm going to go with Tommy because that's the name of the Green Ranger.
Okay, all right.
Sure, that sounds like a great Red Ranger name. I'm going with Tommy. What do you think? Tommy, Jason, or Scott? Or Jack?
Well, actually...
We don't have much to go on. Sorry, guys. Do the best I can.
Tommy, Jason definitely is like a Red Ranger name.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course, it's synonymous for Red Ranger, Jason.
Jason is a good Red Ranger.
Yeah, but they're all Red. They're all Rangers. But I'm thinking actually.
They're all Red Rangers from different seasons, right?
Yeah, exactly.
From
but
seasons I have.
Jack.
It's the same Tommy.
Oh, it's the same Tommy goes back to the Red Ranger? Then yes, I pick him.
See, I'm gonna say still Jason, first Red Ranger, man.
So Jason's the original Red Ranger.
I wonder why I would like that so much.
What season is Scott from? Shadowbird says Jack or Scott. RPM? I need to watch. Are you gonna keep telling me
Jack is
RPM?
SPD.
SPD.
Yeah.
And then what about Rocky as the Red Ninja Ranger in the new Power Rangers game?
Possibly.
The app game.
Yeah.
But what season also had ninjas?
Season 3.
Oh, okay. Thanks for your question, Cyril. Hopefully we answered it well enough for you to enjoy.
All right. Hopefully we didn't let you down. Let me see. All right. So, my man Edward Sanchez Productions.
What up? Hashtag Edward Sanchez approved.
Hey, boom. That's right. That's a big thing. Another great Ranger wrap up, and this episode was really good. My favorite parts was Levi working together with Haley and Preston, and the last scene with Madame Odious and Aiden.
Yeah, it was good. That's all you have to read? Great.
Oh, jeez. Well, hey, there you go.
Thought I'd have a little bit more of a rest for my voice.
We'll do this in half, so I'll do the first part.
Okay.
Anna Miles.
What's up, Anna Miles?
Anna! Jamaica, right? Anna Miles, Jamaica? Yeah. What's up? Booyaka? All right, that's enough.
I believe Anna wasn't. Oh, Anna's in the chat right now. What's up, Anna?
Hey,
your
Anna.
comment.
About to read your comment.
Right here. Wait a
So
minute.
let's get into this.
Tag team.
Exactly. So, hey guys, I was gonna see if I was gonna do it in an accent, but then I think Anna would just unsubscribe. So I won't do that.
I'm terrible at accents, but I can always try.
No,
Go for it. Give us an accent.
No.
Okay.
My Jamaican sounds horrible. Hey guys, like the Ranger wrap up today, and as always, very entertaining. I like the episode Poisonous Plots. Which is, I love the name. I love alliteration, so it's great. Poisonous Plots, because to me, it felt like the Rangers were thinking and working as a team. Also, I appreciated that there was more of a story to this episode. Overall, I am happier about the Power Rangers Ninja Steel season and its story growth.
I'm hoping with future Power Ranger seasons we could explore extending the universe like Marvel and the DC Extended Universe.
Ooh.
Power Rangers could truly benefit with some crossovers and better writing using the material they already have, and try working Netflix and or Disney. 100% agree with that. Also, Power Rangers can go further and go animated. I'm only saying this because looking at what Netflix did for Voltron for the Legendary Defender, I never thought I would like it until I watched the episodes and rewatched them because they were so good.
I agree with you. P.S. I also missed the outtakes from the previous Ranger seasons that could be added now as a bonus for the fans. Thanks to that hashtag show for giving me a longtime Power Ranger fan a forum to share likes, dislikes, and theories about old and new episodes.
And we love that.
Yeah, we do. Hashtag THS Ranger Wrap Up Love. Hashtag Better Writing, Better Stories. Nice. Hashtag Grow the Power Ranger Fandom.
Yes, thank
Also,
you so much.
I'm hearing that you do a very good Madame Odious. That's what I'm seeing in the chat. I don't know. I'm just like, is that the case? Because if so, I need to hear it.
It wasn't great, but it was from earlier in this episode when I don't even remember what I said when she was like, I don't even remember what I did. What did I do? I just kind of did on the spur of the moment. But I was basically like, oh, it wasn't me that did this.
Yeah, that's right.
It was all him over there. Something like that. I don't know. It was
pretty much.
Spot on, hire me right away.
I just try. I want to do a Goldar. I want to try to do.
Yeah.
Do you know who does a good Goldar?
Who does a good Goldar?
He's in the chat floating around. Jezzer.
Jezzer, I
does
believe
a
that.
really good Goldar.
I love to hear Jezzer has a beautiful
man.
karaoke singing voice.
Oh yeah, he
I've heard.
does. Yeah,
That's
he
what Joe
does.
said.
He's a man. He hits those notes. He's amazing. Anyway, Blackwing.
Next up, Blackwing 2040. What up, what up, what up? First off, Joe, I absolutely agree with you on Power Rangers being moved to HBO. I had the same idea of when I was talking to Abby, Larry, and Omni Ranger. Now, Disney getting Power Rangers again might be a good solution because Disney is one of the biggest entertainment businesses out there, and since they own Marvel, it could actually open a lot of doors to bigger merchandising and other team-ups. Team-ups is something that is missing from the Power Ranger tradition.
Yes.
Flash of the Red Rangers and Legendary Battle were not great team-ups to me. If you want an excellent team-up, Reinforcements from the Future is the best one. Great wrap-up as always, and keep up the great work. Hashtag Joe is the Phantom Ranger. Hashtag Daryl is dope. Hashtag B-Dub in the house. Hashtag Kelly is bae. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, T-Wolf, the Typhoon Ranger, love it, says, hey guys, another great wrap-up, another great Ranger wrap-up. I really liked the episode and would be hard-pressed to say it's the best episode of Ninja Steel. Sorry I missed the live stream, but I was at Colorado Springs Comic-Con. As for Aiden, being real or fake, I think he's real, but like Cat is under the spell as...
On the nose.
Yeah, under a spell as for how I would fix Power Rangers ratings. I would make it a Netflix exclusive or go back to Disney and fix the writing big time and go back to 40 episode seasons. Hashtag CSCC, which I want to know if it was good or not. Hashtag Joe is the Phantom Ranger. It's true. And hashtag Daryl is the Green Turbo Ranger.
Or Daryl is Green Turboringer. That's how we do.
That's how we do it.
Next up, Team Honey Badger Plays Vanguard says, hey Joe, thank you very much for the good wishes, as I am in Texas as well, and was affected by Harvey. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's been a mess.
I'm sorry.
That sucks. And I hope you're safe. And I enjoyed the show, and episode 5 out of 5 was awesome. But here is a story for you, which I guess we'll pass on to Joe when he comes back.
Yeah.
So, my family and I lost power, but around 10:47 the power came back on, and myself being a high school student, everyone from the stereotypical Victors and Monties to good friends checked up on me as I checked on them too. However, in our friends group chat, everyone asked what's the first thing we did when we got power again. I didn't respond for a bit, but when I did, I sent a video of me watching Power Rangers, specifically singing the Ninja Steel theme song.
Nice.
Thanks for making my day with this show, smiley face. That's awesome. I think that was a smart choice right when the power came back on.
Yeah,
Good
right?
plan.
Enjoy
And I'm
yourself.
sorry that your power went out. I hope everything's going well and you're safe and everything's good over there. I do know that it's been pretty tragic with Hurricane Harvey.
Ooh. Matt Larkin, MHC, says, while he's right with the Red Mighty Morphin Ranger did indeed have similar moves in suit, regardless of whether it was Jason or Rocky, it wasn't because of the Japanese footage, since by the time Rocky took over, he didn't have any Japanese footage, due to them shooting all original core MMPR, which, yes, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, stuff all the core team had for Japanese footage by the time Adam, Aisha, and Rocky received their powers is stock shots, like the shots of them calling for their Zords, and of course, the rare instances of them combining their weapons, but otherwise, that was pretty much it. About Legacy Wars, would you want to see Jared while Daishi, right, Daishi? Alright, cool. Daishi is in control of him? Ooh, that's actually a good, that's interesting. I would definitely want to see Queen Banshira, Prince Olympus, Rancic, Master Org, oh man, Redanax, Nazer, Mandalik, oh man, these are names, I'm sorry, some of the names are like, dude, these are from seasons, no. Alright, Mandalik, Broadwing, or Broodwing, I'm sorry, could I say Boardwing? No. Broodwing, and the 10 Terrors, Surator, and Vrak. Dang, that's a lot of people you want to see, man.
So are the villains pretty common in the Legacy Wars?
There are a lot of them.
A lot of them? Is that basically all you battle?
No, you fight other rangers and stuff, but you can be the rangers of the villains. Like, you fight someone else on the side.
Oh, okay.
But if you have the villain character or the ranger character, it depends on how you build your team.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I still have to check that out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, actually, it was fun.
First, I need to download all the photos on my phone so that I have room.
I do agree with you that how they brush small things off isn't very believable. Yes, last week's monster was a
Ripper Rat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ripper Rat monster from earlier in the season, but last week, while they were identical due to them reusing the suit, the monster from last week was meant to be a different monster, and the monster's name from last week was indeed Trapsaw. So
that is. I mean, it seems like, from what it sounds like when you're talking about the game, it seems like that there's a lot of villains, and they'll probably put these guys in there at some point. So I'm sure eventually it's going to come along, and eventually I'm going to download that game. But I hear good things. Do you still play it? Yeah? Yeah, I gotta get in there. Next up, Demetrius Morrison. Chip, having those two writers, Becca Barnes and Alduin Dale, writing with him, is the reason why Dino Supercharged fell apart and why Ninja Steel isn't that good. They suck. The writers minus Chip, I meant. Well, for them. Okay, alright, well.
I don't know. I mean, everybody has their opinion. I thought this episode was pretty good, so, I mean, I don't know. But maybe Ninja Steel's...
So far, this was a really good episode, but some episodes in the past, kind of a little wishy-washy.
Man.
Like, they actually didn't really incorporate, like, the ninja theme that well. That's been one of the biggest complaints where, yeah, they're wearing ninja stuff, but there's not much else that's ninja. Like, they have, like, the ninja star, and they only really have the ninja suits when they're in the cockpit of the Megazord. But other than that, like, there should be a stronger ninja theme, and there isn't.
Chip, I know you're watching, so you heard it. You heard it here. And if you didn't, we'll bug you.
Add more ninja to that steel.
And, yeah, I'm just saying, hey, here's a good idea. I'm going to add some more ninja to that steel because the show's called Ninja Steel. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's my opinion. But whatever. I don't know. The season's already done, though. I mean, yeah, right? And they've already shot everything. It's already done. Whatever. I'm just, hey, you know, in the future, kind of, you know, bring things together, make it harmonious. Anyway, Kat, what's up, Kat? Says, man, I am glad. Man, am I glad that fake Aiden dies in episode 12. Hashtag spoiler alert. But serious, I am happy. And Daryl, take that.
Daryl, I think, was one of the few people who thought that it was actually his brother, I believe.
Oh, poor
Both Daryl and Joe thought that it was actually, those fools.
Oh, that sucks.
Wish they were here to
Sucks
see
you
that they
guys-
were wrong.
Yeah, you guys are completely wrong. Don't worry. We'll make sure to rub it in your faces and talk about you later. In fact, I think Joe may be here for After Dark, where I will continuously make fun of him for it.
Next
Anyway.
up, Jalen Glover, what's up? Who's in the chat and I believe also lives in Texas. I hope you're doing well
Yeah, I hope
and
you're
not
doing
affected
well.
by Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
Good day, mates. I would like to say that your opinions on moving Power Rangers to either Disney or Netflix is a bit confusing for me. I mean, I respect both of them completely, but here's what I think. If they were to move Power Rangers to Disney, what would you expect out of it? A flop like Operation Overdrive or a good one like SPD? Although I will admit that moving Power Rangers to Netflix gives them more opportunities. It can get very confusing after a while once you pay attention to a particular season. Overall, whatever they choose, hopefully it will be beneficial for the Power Rangers community and for the writers themselves. My personal opinion is to go back to Disney. Sincerely, Jalen. P.S. Sorry for the long comment, and I hope we meet each other soon. Yes, I agree with you. I don't think that moving Power Rangers to Netflix/Disney is going to be all sunshine and rainbows. There's definitely some things that get some pros, some cons. But I do think that they have more money backing it. They could have more money backing it. So I don't know if that switching it over would necessarily solve the problem of writing.
Yeah.
Because there's bad writers everywhere. And just because it got switched over to Disney or Netflix, they might not prioritize it over other shows. And so they might not think about putting much money into the writing. It would suck, but it could happen.
True.
So, but it's a possibility. And if it was on Netflix, then it'd be a lot easier to watch. And I would dig that. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's an option.
Yeah.
Well, I'll read the next two.
Yes.
Chris Brandon, any news on the R-rated reboots at all?
Well, that's a question for Joe, and he's not here.
Yeah,
Because Joe has the answers and published everything.
Yeah, but the thing is, from what I understand right now, at the moment, there isn't any new news. Nothing else is like hit streets, telling us, oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely going to happen. I would love it because I feel it's something that I think the Ranger fans can handle. I do, but maybe we'll just go for more things in the bootleg universe. That would be dope,
Yeah.
I mean, hey. I'm just saying, the bootleg universe was pretty good, and it would probably be great to see more of it.
But Kat's leaving, so bye, Kat. Thank you so much for
Bye,
joining.
Kat. It
Appreciate
was great. Hey, I read your comment,
Yeah.
so that means.
And then Shadowbird does say that Samurai and Megaforce are Nick, and they are not good. I'm not saying that the stuff on Nick is better.
Is better, right, true.
But I'm saying that moving it to Netflix and Disney won't fix all the problems. I think it might be better, but
It could be,
could have some downsides to it too.
right? I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I cannot predict them, but it could happen. It could happen.
Okay, all right. I will one. Is that right?
I think so.
Or is it one will one?
How can we mess
I
this
will
up?
one. Okay, yeah.
I will
How can I
only-
mess this up? I will only.
I will
That's what
only.
I'm seeing here. I will only says. I love this. All right. The breaks are too long between these seasons, and the story feels disjointed between these 2 years. That is true. I can understand that. Yeah, if there's too long of a break, forget it. I'm almost lost. They need to have the 40 in 1 year. Man, a lot of people are saying that 40 in 1 year season.
Yeah.
Oh boy, the 40 in 1 year season, and this cannot hide behind the it's a kids show because. Okay. Anyway, all right. But that just feels like saying children are dumb or simplistic, as many mediums prove otherwise. That's true, actually. Yeah, because Young Justice, DC stopped placating their fans and figured out that they're right. All right. So anyway, I agree that Levi has too many unnecessary layers to his character,
Levi's
and
character.
I stopped right there. I think he's actually pretty great.
I like Levi.
And the high schooler aspect made no dynamic with his superstardom. Really? Okay, all right. He and fake Faden seems to have good acting chops, but look to be
Nerfed. Too strong.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? Nerfed?
Yeah.
Oh, I just learned a new word, guys. Nerfed. Really?
Yeah.
Nerfed mean it's soft. Okay. Anyway, nerfed. From what I see in this episode, and that's down the direction. That's down on and that's down to direction and writing.
Yeah.
So, okay, I can see that if you feel that way about it. It doesn't have to do with their acting, though?
I
You're
don't
only
have
doing
a
what's
problem
written.
with their acting.
Yeah, you're
I
just
did
doing
have a
what's
problem with Fake Aiden's acting. There was actually a point where when we saw Fake Aiden initially, and then we see him in that warehouse, I thought it was two different people because he looked so different.
Oh.
But
That's
I wasn't a
wardrobe.
fan of Fake Aiden as much, but he did play a very small part.
Okay, all right.
But I like Levi. I'm totally for Levi.
Victor and Monty need to stop taking screen time from others who really need it, and it's the problem with these Neo Saban season trying to capture the MMPR nostalgia, which very much needs to stop. That's what I said. He wrote "stop" like stop. Anyway,
Stop!
the chocolate swap was suspense or disbelief.
Suspense of disbelief.
Oh, suspense of disbelief. I was
What was
like,
the chocolate swap?
Mm.
Chocolate swap.
The chocolate swap?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Am I supposed to
yeah,
know?
the chocolate swap was suspense of disbelief, which just hearing the word chocolate swap makes me think, yeah, I have to suspend my disbelief. They were making a pyramid. Oh, here it is. They were making a pyramid in class, and in a short span of time, those two made perfect replicas of their power stars.
I don't remember.
Remember last week where they were making the chocolate in class?
I wasn't here last week.
Darn.
That's why you think the last episode was.
That was with Aiden. I keep
There's
messing
one
that
more
up. Yeah,
episode
there was
with
one
Aiden.
more. That was my mistake. There was a
Sorry.
whole lot of miss, guys.
Sorry.
Whoops.
Okay, so he says so they were able to make replicas of their power stars.
Okay.
Nope. They should have used jutsu. Okay, jutsu to make bad ones. Like the part would have been better.
Well, if they made their stars out of chocolate, I'm all for it.
I guess that's it. Yeah,
That's what I have to say.
All right.
Francis Asare. Great show as
no,
usual.
No, it's Frank. Frank is
Assar.
Asar.
Daniel and Kelly mess up everyone's names. Great show as usual. Can't wait to see your reaction to episode 12. I saw some spoilers for episode 12, and I know that Aiden gets destroyed. Levi gets his memory back, and that's all I'm saying. In my opinion, the Disney era is my favorite, but Dino Charge really saved the Neo Saban era. They should bring Power Rangers back to Disney because we will be getting more great seasons like Jungle Fury and SPD. See you next time, and I hope it will be epic!
Nice.
Thanks.
Silver Wolf, or as I like to call him, Silver Wolf, says, it would be cool if we could get Zen Aku from Wild Force. To me, he is the best villain in all Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Ever.
So that, no?
It's very cool.
I'll read this one too. Money in the Ranger Bank, or if I can mess it up, I'll say money for the Ranger Bank. Anyway, absolutely a crazy episode on Saturday. I had a bad feeling about the brother. I'm not convinced that he's real.
Yeah.
Good job. You
Yeah.
you called it
Yeah.
even earlier. Bravo.
FF Justice says, my video science explanation, the theory of the morphing grid video has been uploaded. It's for anyone who wants a good idea of what the heck's happening when Power Rangers morph and why they have different colors and suits, etc. But nevertheless, 'tis story time. The time I made Christiani laugh. The place, Instagram, at Christy_Ani. The day, July 29th. 'Twas my intention to make people laugh as always, if possible. And due to my love of such a type of joke in my comments, I felt compelled to post the following. Christy, that type of girl who ya just don't mind if she farts near you. If it includes her beauty being next to you, you'll just embrace it or hold your breath wondering, does it smell as beautiful as she looks? And then you sniff and it's like, nah, I can smell the protein. But it was worth it. Sweating smiley face, I think, and then laughing smiley face. I can't really tell because they're tiny. 'Twas but 3 comments below when Christiani herself said these exact words, and I quote, funniest comment I've ever read with laughing hysterically emoji face. Ane is not one to reply often, thus I was elated and surprised. The end.
Nice. So you pretty much posted a joke and she laughed at it.
Yeah.
She thought it was the funniest joke she ever read, or at least comment. I laughed at it. I did. I cringed and then I laughed. Then I cringed again. I've had so many feels right there, so that's fine. You did great.
All the emotions.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, it was the whole range. So, Hersey Japan Boy, or as I would say it, Hires-I Japan
Boy.
Hello, everyone. It has been a while since I watched the Ranger wrap-up. Still, the best Ranger discussions, and also Hessian Hangouts, too. Thanks. About this episode. I didn't really like the transition from whatever scene it was to the chocolate making class.
I'm bummed I missed that chocolate making class.
Well, I'm glad I missed it because apparently people aren't liking it. Continuing from my previous point, anyone realize Levi was holding on to a pyramid-shaped chocolate template thing? Pyramid equals gold Zeo Zord's pyramids. Callback.
Pyramidas? Is that a thing?
Pyramidas?
Oh, because gold.
Yeah,
Pyramidas.
That makes sense.
Who's Pyramidas?
It's the Zord from Power Rangers Zeo.
Oh, really? Cool.
Okay, all right.
I dig
And his last point, which so far you're on point for everything. Aiden is fake. Now remember, this was last week before this episode aired, so you're already a genius. Aiden is fake. If Aiden is fake, then that means there would not be 3 Red Rangers, but there is one person that could possibly be the 3rd Red Ranger, and I want to say is Mick.
Can Mick be a Power Ranger? Maybe? Possibly?
Maybe.
Okay. They haven't shown him enough. Maybe they'll give him some more screen time, the poor guy.
Yeah, let's split this.
Derek Hervey. Hey, crew. Great, engaging episode. Caught it last minute, but you guys never cease to impress. My prediction for the interesting turn of events, introducing a scapegoat character like this Imitation Aiden could possibly go 2 ways. 1. This Imitation Aiden could be a new, particularly powerful monster or villain in disguise. My best guesses could be from the Ninja storyline, one of the Western yokai monsters specially introduced mid-season, or the main movie villain from the Ninja summer movie, just speculated guesses though. Imitation Aiden could be an entirely new, direct-to-art adaptation from the Ninja villain or potential Evil Ranger, such as if the rights from versus film Ninjas, such as if the rights from versus film Ninjas versus Tokogers were gained to use Dark Ninja, aka Evil Ninja Red Suit. I have no idea what I just said. To cause an even higher stakes threat as an enemy within ranks scenario. So basically, the direct to our adaptation from a Ninja villain or potential Evil Ranger enemy within rank scenario.
Okay, so pretty much a ranger within their ranks that actually becomes evil, or he's always been evil the whole time. Else his whole plot. And he's like, "Oh, I gotcha," and then all of a sudden he shows up in the cockpit and goes, "Kia!" and punches, and Trini's head hits the dash like always. One of those. I will never forget that moment. That was like, oh my gosh, that changed my life as a kid. Where he just walked in, I was like, "You punched a girl!" Like that's all I thought for a moment. That's all I thought. But he was evil, and that's what evil people do. Punch women because they're evil.
That's pretty evil.
See?
Again, guys and gal, keep doing more phenomenal work. Why did I put a C in there? There's no C. More phenomenal. What would it be if I didn't mispronounce it?
There you go.
Work ahead and hope to catch you all again soon. More from blessings always. Hashtag Ranger Fam for life. And that does it for the comments.
I'll have to pick that up.
Thank you so much, guys. That must have been an exciting episode.
Oh, man.
And I was not there, so clearly you guys don't want me on the show.
No, you saw how many comments were Kelly come back and Kelly is bae and blah blah. No, they definitely want you on the show.
And
it was just a good episode.
I like that Shadowbird adds Kelly, Vic, and Monty use glue to make the chocolate stick together. How dare they?
Wow.
That is just awful.
I can't eat that.
Evil. It's evil.
Ugh.
It's too sad. Yeah. In layman's terms, Evil Ranger. It was just very confusing when I was trying to read it. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for watching. That's pretty much it. Do we do anything else? I think
that's it. I think we did a whole lot right now.
We did. That was a lot.
Yeah, right?
Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week. Daniel, where can we find you?
You can find me, here on that hashtag show. I'll be popping up on a lot of shows soon because I'm doing my my kind of monthly crash show thing. So I'll be on a lot of different shows. But also you can find me on social media as Battlestar Galactica.
I love the name.
Yeah.
And you can find me on all social media as Cranky Cupcakes with a Z at the end. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.